we are live. So good to have you here again today. We're continuing in our series, My Daughter in the Diaspora. Okay, in this series, we're sharing all the challenges that our daughters, Nigerian girls and African girls in the diaspora are facing. Okay, so I can see you on YouTube and on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about one of the complaints I get very often. Very, 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 very often. I keep hearing, in fact, a parent said, sorry about that, Instagram. A parent said, it's like my daughter, this is a new girl. It's like I'm meeting a new girl. Like, sorry about that. It's like this is someone else. Can someone give me back my daughter? So, this complaint about how our daughters start to withdraw. You know your daughter is an extrovert, yeah? You know she's someone that is bubbly, that is like, hello, Mrs. Benro, super mama, to my queen girls, hope they are doing good. You know your daughter is a lively, bubbly person. Hello, dear, I can see you. No, this is for you. This is not for your daughter. Your daughter is coming up at 7. Her show is coming up at 7 p.m. This is for parents, okay? The one in the evening at 7 p.m. is for your daughters on YouTube. That's heart to heart conversation. So I was talking about how some parents are complaining that this didn't use this is not my daughter. How did she begin to withdraw so much? How did she suddenly become so introverted? Some people have even said that my daughter is so lonely, like she can't mix up. She's just alone. She's always in her room. She's completely withdrawn, not just from the outside world, like we call it, but even from us, her parents, from her siblings. She is simply lonely. And this is not common to you. So if you're listening to me and you're a diaspora parent, this is not common to you. This is this is something I hear often with parents who have daughters, especially, and who have either just relocated or live in a host country that is not a country of their origin or their birth, originality. Okay. I want to share 5 things, 5 reasons why your daughters could be lonely or are withdrawing. Number one, your daughter may be struggling to fit into the dominant culture while still being expected to uphold her traditional culture at home. So, at home, for example, you're Yoruba, there's a way you greet, right? There's a way they kneel and greet Yoruba people. Abi? Then these other people are doing hello, hi. In fact, they even say things like, hi, Jim, hi, Jane. And you're like, Ekaaro, ma. Ma, Ekaaro. That difference could make your daughter not just want to do any of them. She just wants to just stay on her own, like this whole switch. So one thing that girls struggle with is uncertainty, is change. It's not like it's good to not know how to fit into new things. Yeah, that's why we created the resource, cultural adaptation. Check how your daughter is adapting. It's actually a skill. Adaptability is a skill that is learned, which is why we say, before you move your daughters to the diaspora, prepare them, train them, support them, help them, inform them. Some of us just yank. One of my girls said that, Etima, I went to school in Lagos in the morning. By evening, I was in the UK with my school uniform. And you want her to just go to the UK and just relax, just be happy. She didn't have time to say goodbye to her friends. She didn't have time to look at the things she really loves or, appreciates or hold dearly. Then you now want her to go to the UK and just be jumping, hopping around because you're giving her a better life. No, ma. Sir, no. It can never be that easy. her just understanding that, okay, this is going to be my new country, my new nation. This is the new identity that I'm supposed to have, as it were, can make your daughter feel overwhelmed and withdraw. Because sometimes she feels like she's from nowhere. Yeah, she's from here, she's from there. Maybe she was even born there. You take her back to the place of her birth, it still doesn't augur well with her. It's strange. Parents, I'm telling you why your daughters are withdrawing and why they are looking lonely or feeling lonely. I mean, Nigerian or African girls in the diaspora. The second reason would be social exclusion. You know, when they face this, like I called it yesterday, subtle pressure or outright exclusion from their peer groups. You know, sometimes they go to a new school, they are trying to talk to the girls, maybe that are in, talking in a group. Immediately they come, they stop talking. They start doing gestures like, who is this? Maybe in their mind, they even say, who is this black monkey? As some of them think. They think that all of us they think that the Africans or Nigerians are still monkeys, apes, and all those things. It looks strange, but it's happening. And so this evening, I'm sharing with our girls about, oh no, not this evening. This evening, I'm sharing with them. No, I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm sharing with. But in case you missed day one, that's day before yesterday, when we talked about they are different in color or skin texture, I want you to go back and listen to that conversation so that you can help your daughter. Because these are the reasons why they feel excluded. These are the reasons why they don't even want to go to school. So you're just wondering, oh, since you're a very smart girl in Nigeria, you were doing so well. Since you came here, I don't know what's wrong with you. These are the problems. They're having social anxieties. Excuse me. They're having social anxieties. They're unable to get others to accept them. Of course, it's not in their place to get their peers to accept them, right? Excuse me, but I tell you the truth that this feeling or this experience could lead to feelings of loneliness and abandonment. So you're there, but your daughter feels abandoned. You're there. She feels like she's alone. She feels like it's her against the world. One of my girls was sharing with me how she felt like it was just she and her sister that she had. Like, I feel like it's just me and my sister against the world, which is not true. But then again, this is where our support is supposed to come in as parents. Number three, when you have very strict home environment, when your home is so uptight, your home is like, I don't want to say the prison, but it's like a prison yard. Everywhere is hot, everything. You're overprotective, and I understand you're in a new nation and you're trying to be careful. You're trying to, secure the lives and the destiny of your daughters. Sometimes we could overstretch. Sometimes you look at those around and say, is it all these Oyibo children that are just spoiled? That cannot happen to my daughters. And then you come with the opposite or the flip side of that parenting style, and you begin to lock up everywhere. Your daughters want to go for events. You cannot go. You don't dare. Do you know where you are? They are not able to attend social functions. They are not able to attend picnics and stuff with their peers. How are they going to build friendship? Why are they not going to feel lonely? They can't go to school events. They can't go anywhere. You're just monitoring, helicoptering. These girls are going to withdraw. Because one thing with girls is that they find a lot of their essence in their community and in their friendships. In case you do not know that. This is why you see girls doing what's that word now? Self-silencing. Girls do a lot of self-silencing. Girls do a lot of people pleasing. It's because they are trying to fit in, trying to join in. Number four would be parental pressure. Parents, now you are the ones that are pressuring. You are emphasizing. all the sacrifices you've made. You're emphasizing how they must be academically sound, how they must receive awards, oh, how they must do well, how they must not make all your sacrifices go down the drain. You emphasize, some of these things can discourage our daughters. Then, as you're putting pressure on them for their academics and their behavior, you are also restricting their access to social gatherings. They're going to withdraw. A girl that is withdrawn is a girl that does not know how to mix up with people or does not have people to mix up with her. It's just simple. We meet them on camp now. We meet them on camp. They are on camp with people, but they're isolated because some of them have never left home. I do not understand why we have 10 years old and upwards, and your daughter has never left home. And you hear parents saying things like, I beg, let me know the one that is doing me. Let her stay where I'll be watching. Let her stay where I'll be watching her. Oh, let her not move anywhere. I cannot deal. Hey, the issues out there. Your house, like Otwendi will say, your home is too small to raise your child. Your child came to this world to be a blessing. You cannot lock her up. Yeah? You cannot lock her up and expect her to thrive. The only thing she will give to you in that locked up space is her words. She will not be able to mix up with others. She will not be able to stand out. She will not be able to be a blessing. How will she get fulfilled? She'll keep withdrawing. Do you know that a sense of fulfillment adds to the confidence of our girls? Do you know that when your daughter feels like she's contributing to something that is meaningful, that is going to add to her shoulder pad? The more our daughters trust their abilities, the more our daughters trust their resourcefulness, the more confident they are. This is one secret you must get today. Push these girls out there. The girls hub is coming to the UK, it's coming to America, it's coming to Canada by the mercies of God. Don't say, I cannot move to that place. I cannot get there. I beg, my girl has never even gone to a camp. You're not stuck on this one. Do I know the people there? Do I know? Do your due diligence and please allow your daughters be. Allow your daughters be. Allow them go. Allow them express themselves. The first few times it might be uncomfortable, but with time they'll get it. Number 5, and finally, for the reasons why our daughters are lonely and withdrawn. They are afraid. They are afraid of not fitting in. They are afraid of not being good enough. They are afraid of not being accepted. They are afraid of making mistakes. They are afraid of too many things. One of them said to me, Aunty Etima, I'm even afraid of the attention. Even if the attention is positive, I am scared of it. So that's why I want to just stay on my own. I want us to know that our girls are at that stage where they are still struggling with their self-image, their self-identity. Please don't come and say, after all the training I've given you, you mean you're not even confident about your image? It is a normal thing. As children grow into adulthood, they need that sense of assurance that they are unique. We created a resource, the Empowered Girl Mind Tonic. The Empowered Girl Mind Tonic is that resource where we help girls with positive self-talk. Because we understand that girls are at a stage of their lives where they are trying to build a positive and a good and a proper image of themselves. So please, if we understand this, you should understand this even more. What can parents do? Keep encouraging them. Keep having open conversations. Let them express their struggles without feeling judged or criticized. Some of us are not talking, but our body language already, and she's trying to tell you, oh, me see what happened in school. They did this. You're already giving her this look, Niger girl like you. No, now. She's not going to feel good coming back to share her struggles, her weaknesses with us or with you. She won't. Validate their experiences. Tell them that it's okay for them to feel that way. Let them not feel like it's odd. You can even share your own experience, your own struggles. Because I know that even as parents, we have our struggles, yeah? Make sure that you create social opportunities. In the Girls Hub UK group, I saw that the parents on their own were trying to do a meetup. Oh, who stays in Leeds? Who stays in Manchester? How can we meet? My daughter is 10. My daughter is 12. Oh, really? They are peers. Let's plan something. Create those things. It is not your daughter's place to do so. Let them meet and greet in safe, inclusive environments. You hear that the girls hub is coming to a city, even if it's not a city near you, but it's a city in your country. Travel to that place. It is worth it. It's not only burials and weddings that we should go for. Let us intentionally make these girls meet with like-minded girls like themselves. It will help them. Encourage them to keep embracing their identity, your original culture. Some of us have gone abroad, we have changed our names, you have changed your daughter's name. You're trying to kill, or will I use the word bury, everything that has to do with your country of origin. That is not a solution. That is not a solution. So please keep finding ways where your daughter can embrace her culture. I told you of how I asked a girl where she's from in Nigeria. She doesn't know the state. And then, so what do you want her to feed on? Nothing. Balance discipline with social growth, please. As you are disciplining them, encourage them to also grow in other aspects of their lives. Balance discipline with spiritual growth. Balance discipline with mental growth. Every aspect of your daughter's life must be growing if you want her to be bold, confident, and extrovertish and out there. Ensure that you are allowing her to engage in hobbies, in talent. At the boot camp, we always have a time for talent hunt. We like to fish out talent. We like to uncover and discover and harvest talent. Give them that opportunity. Give them the opportunity to explore, friendships. Start saying, that girl, she's Igbo. Be careful of Igbo girls in this country that we came. Those things are going to further put your daughters into their shell. And it's something I think that every single one of us should take note of. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. We can continue the conversation in our Girls Hub groups or here on online. You can ask questions, you can send in your comments. We're happy to take them. But do not forget the Girls in Diaspora class. You have someone who has girls in the UK, US, Canada, Australia, etc. Get them to have their daughters registered for that class. It comes up in about 8 days time, yeah. And we're going to be there. I'm going to be there with two coaches, one a young coach who lives in the US, one of my mentees from Nigeria, and then the second, a coach from Australia who is also Nigerian. All righty, so thank you so much, everyone. God bless you and see you tomorrow. Bye.